Today, I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide of how to create this prop for your next Halloween party. It is the Mandrake Restorative Draught potion. Stay tuned. Okay, to get started, we need one glass bottle. It can be any shape, size, color, etc. I picked this one up in my local craft store. You can find them at your local dollar store. It could be a bottle you have laying around the house, an old spice jar bottle, liquor bottle, anything like that. Next, we will need clear dish soap. This is just to kind of fill it up, suspend it, and give it more of a potion-y quality that will still move. We're going to need a little bit of moss. We're going to need some leaves, and I actually just took some leaves off of an old flower stem that I had used for another craft project, and we're going to cut those off of there. And then we need some assorted sticks, and I just kind of broke them up into varying sizes. A cooking skewer or something long that will be able to just kind of push and position things into place. And then one label. I printed this on sticker paper so that I'll be able to stick it onto my jar container without any glue or Mod Podge. And we'll also use a little bit of jute twine just to do some embellishing towards the end. Let's get started. Okay, so first I'm going to take my silk leaves and I'm actually going to peel them off of the plastic wire so that we just get the fabric leaf. If you can't do that, just clip it right at the base right here, so then that way we've got a nice clean leaf shape without the actual stem. With the mandrake, you know, they were taking them and they pulled them apart and stewed them, so I figure when they do that, they probably still had some of the bits and pieces in there. So we're going to kind of make it look like they broke that up and stewed it, and they're still there to show. So we're going to pull those leaves off first. So we're going to take our bottle, we're going to go ahead and uncork it, and we're going to start by putting in some of our sticks. So I'm just going to put a couple of the smaller ones in there, and if they're not the right size or if they won't bend into place, just snap them and stick them in. Okay. Going to snap just a little bit off of this one so that it fits in there. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to put a couple of the leaves in there. And I'm going to put a little bit of the moss. So I'm actually going to separate this a little bit. Stick some in there. Okay, and now I'm going to add a little bit of my dish soap. We're going to go about halfway up, just so we can see how everything is going to suspend and hold in there, so we can continue to fill it up. Okay, about halfway. And we are going to continue to add some of the stick pieces in. And a few more leaves, and a little bit more moss. This one's really quick and easy, but it's still going to have a really cute effect with all of the rest of your potions. And when you think about the mandrakes in the movie, it's kind of a little frightening when you think about the fact that those screaming creatures are now chopped up and in bits inside of your potion bottle. But one more leaf in there, and we'll do a little bit more moss. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more of my dish soap in here. And we're going to go almost to the top, but not quite. This is where we're going to take our skewer then, and we're going to just kind of position our items in here in case we want to move or switch anything around to kind of get the look that we're going for. You know, don't be afraid to play around and see what you like. Make sure you flip around and you look at what the back side looks like too. Okay, and then you can take any remaining sticks or anything like that and just kind of wedge them in wherever is needed. I'm actually going to push this down a little bit. See if I can get this into my container. Okay. And see if I can get some of our smaller sticks to move up. It gives us a really nice look here. And once you kind of get it where you think you want it, then we will fill it up the rest of the way with the dish soap. Okay, we're going to get ready to cap and embellish. Okay, so now that we have that all the way filled up, I'm going to go ahead and cork it. Make sure you get a good seal on it. And we've got a really great look in here with all of the sticks and moss and leaves. So we're going to pick the less interesting side to put the label on, since the label is going to cover a decent amount of the front of this. So at this point we take our sticker label, or if you don't have a sticker label, you can just get regular paper and you can use Mod Podge or glue or something like that. But I prefer to use this. It's a lot quicker, easier method. And I'm able to stack about 15 to 20 or more labels up on a sheet, and then that way I can just print them out, cut them out, and be good to go. So we're going to go ahead and peel the backing off of this. Whoop. Okay, we're going to peel this off. Okay. Once you get your backing off, then you're going to take your container and we're going to line this up and try to get it as straight as possible. And if it doesn't go where you want it to, it definitely peels up so that you can re-stick it. I'm going to check this here quick, see if I think that looks level. And I would say that's probably pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and just rub down the center, work your way out to your edges, and then just smooth out anything that would maybe go over those edges. Do the same thing over here. Good rubs. And then just really press on any of those curved edges. Once you really press down your sticker paper, it will not peel up as easy, and especially after it sits for a little bit, it's not like your label will just peel right back off. It will not. It will be harder to do that with. Okay, so now that we have our label on here, we're going to go ahead and add just a little bit of embellishment around the neck of the bottle. Okay, to add embellishment, we're going to take a little bit of jute twine, and then I kept one of the leaves that we're going to kind of attach to the neck of this. So we're going to use a similar technique that you guys might have seen in some of my past videos, where we are going to make a vertical loop, and then we're going to take our jute twine and go around the neck of the bottle. Let me make sure that this is really focusing in on this for you. Okay. Covering up your loop as you go around, because that's going to be how we put the fastening behind our actual wraps. So then you're going to stop it when it's to the top, cut just a little bit past the loop, And then we're going to put the loop through, or the tail through the loop, like that. Give a good pull down on the bottom to kind of tighten your loop up. Once you get that good and tight, you're going to just continue to pull this bottom tail until you see your knot and the loop go right behind your wraps. And then we're going to cut it flush. And we can turn that around. And then we have a nice wrapping on the top of our bottle. Okay, and then to add our leaves, I'm actually going to take another piece of jute twine. And I'm just going to wrap it around here. And we're going to give it just a little knot. You know what, I may actually do the knot up here by the leaf. Push that off to the side a little bit. And we just kind of have a nice look. And I think I'm going to go ahead and fray the ends of this. You can just take your jute twine and just separate it. So kind of unwind it, so then that way you get that great little bit of separation. Okay, so under supervision, of course, to add just a little bit more of an aged look to your bottle, you can take a lighter. And I'm going to stay away from these leaves because they will go up. But you just kind of hit your jute cording a little bit. And you can go around and it will just get rid of some of those extra little hairs. And it kind of gives it a little bit of a blackened look. Not all the way, but just a little bit, and adds just a little bit more of an aged look to it. That's not always a look you want for every bottle, but it definitely looks nice on some, and I think this is one I wanted on. Okay. All right. So there you have it. We have our Mandrake Restorative Draught. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, please leave them below. Hit the like button if you liked the video. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we will catch you later. Thanks so much.